At the 1980 IAAF World Cross Country Championships, Hans-Jürgen Orthmann crossed the finish line among the very best in the world, securing a silver medal after years of relentless competition across unforgiving terrain. The race was not only a test of endurance, but a measure of consistency built over more than a decade at the highest level of distance running. What does it take for an athlete to return year after year to the world's most demanding races, often without spotlight or spectacle, and still leave a lasting mark on the sport? This documentary explores the long road, discipline, and achievements behind the medal, tracing the career of one of Germany's most enduring distance runners. Hans-Jürgen Orthmann emerged during a period when distance running in Europe was defined by depth, durability, and an unforgiving international calendar. His entry into competitive athletics followed a path common to many endurance athletes of his generation: gradual development, steady progression, and an early affinity for longer distances. As a junior athlete, Orthmann demonstrated promise not through explosive speed, but through resilience and race intelligence qualities that would become central to his identity as a runner. His breakthrough came early on the international stage. In 1973, Orthmann claimed the European Athletics Junior Championship title in the 3,000 meters, a performance that confirmed his ability to compete beyond the national level. The victory placed him among Europe's most promising young distance runners and set the foundation for a career that would extend well into the following decade. Rather than specializing narrowly, Orthmann continued to develop across disciplines, competing on the track, on the road, and increasingly, in cross-country. Cross-country running would become the defining arena of his career. Beginning in the mid-1970s, Orthmann became a regular presence at the IAAF World Cross Country Championships, one of the sport's most physically demanding and competitive events. Unlike track championships, cross-country offered no predictable conditions. Courses varied widely, weather often dictated race dynamics, and success depended on adaptability as much as speed. Orthmann embraced these challenges and returned year after year, building a record of participation that remains remarkable. From 1975 through 1987, Hans-Jürgen Orthmann competed in 13 consecutive World Cross Country Championships. This streak alone speaks to his durability and consistency at the elite level. While many athletes experience brief peaks, Orthmann sustained international competitiveness over more than a decade, navigating changes in competition, evolving training methods, and the physical toll of endurance racing. His performances steadily improved. Orthmann regularly placed among the leading finishers for West Germany, contributing to strong team results while also advancing individually. The culmination of these efforts came in 1980, when he delivered the most significant performance of his career at the World Cross Country Championships. Racing against the strongest field in the world, Orthmann secured the silver medal, finishing second overall. It remains the highest individual placing ever achieved by a German athlete at the event. That silver medal was not the product of a single season, but the result of years of accumulated experience. Orthmann's racing style reflected his preparation: measured, controlled, and resilient. He was not known for dramatic surges or tactical gambles, but for maintaining pressure, holding position, and capitalizing on endurance late in races. These traits made him particularly effective in cross-country, where consistency often outweighs flair. While cross-country defined his international reputation, Orthmann continued to compete successfully on the track. He represented West Germany in major championships across distances ranging from 3,000 meters to 10,000 meters. In 1980, the same year as his World Cross Country silver, he earned a bronze medal in the 3,000 meters at the European Indoor Championships. The result highlighted his versatility and his ability to adapt his endurance strengths to controlled track environments. Orthmann also collected multiple national titles during his career. He became a 7-time German champion across cross-country, road racing, and track events, reinforcing his status as one of the country's most reliable distance runners. These championships were spread across years and disciplines, underscoring his sustained competitiveness rather than a single dominant period. Training for such longevity required discipline and structure. While detailed training logs from Orthmann's career are not extensively documented, public records and interviews from the era reflect an athlete shaped by high-volume endurance work, consistent racing schedules, and an emphasis on aerobic development. His approach mirrored that of many successful European distance runners of the time, prioritizing durability over short-term peaks. The international context of Orthmann's career is essential to understanding his achievements. The late 1970s and early 1980s were a highly competitive era in distance running, with strong contingents from Europe, Africa, and the United States. Cross-country in particular had become a global proving ground, attracting specialists from a wide range of backgrounds. Orthmann's ability to remain competitive within this environment speaks to the quality of his preparation and mental resilience. Despite his success, Orthmann was never a figure of spectacle. His career unfolded largely without controversy or headline-driven narratives. Instead, it was marked by steady participation, repeated selection for major championships, and the trust of national selectors who relied on his consistency. In many ways, Orthmann embodied the professional endurance athlete before the term became commonplace. As the 1980s progressed, Orthmann gradually reduced his presence at the highest international level. The demands of cross-country competition, combined with the natural progression of an endurance career, led to fewer championship appearances. His final World Cross-Country Championship came in 1987, closing a remarkable 13-year streak of participation. Following his competitive career, Orthmann remained connected to athletics, though largely outside the spotlight. Like many elite distance runners of his era, his post-competitive life reflected a transition away from international competition rather than a public reinvention. His legacy rests primarily on his racing record and his contributions during competition years rather than post-career prominence. Today, Hans-Jürgen Orthmann's name holds a particular significance in German athletics history. His World Cross-Country silver medal remains unmatched by any other German athlete. His longevity at the international level stands as a benchmark for durability and commitment. While modern distance running has evolved in many ways, the fundamentals that define Orthmann's success, discipline, consistency, and resilience remain unchanged. His career offers a reminder that greatness in sport is not always defined by dominance or celebrity. Sometimes it is defined by presence, showing up year after year, competing honestly, and earning respect through persistence. Orthmann's 13 appearances at the World Cross-Country Championships represent not just athletic achievement, but a professional standard that few reach. In reflecting on his career, it becomes clear that Hans-Jürgen Orthmann's contribution to athletics extends beyond medals and placements. He demonstrated that sustained excellence is possible without spectacle, and that endurance sport rewards those willing to commit fully over time. His achievements continue to hold historical value, particularly within German distance running, where his records remain points of reference. As distance running continues to evolve, Orthmann's career serves as a case study in longevity and competitive integrity. His performances remind us that behind every medal lies years of preparation, sacrifice, and consistency rarely captured in headlines. Hans-Jürgen Orthmann's journey through cross-country and long-distance running reflects the deeper meaning of dedication in sport. His career deserves recognition not only for its results, but for its example. Behind the medal lies a story of endurance, quiet, disciplined, and enduring. If you enjoyed this documentary and appreciate stories that honor the true substance of athletic achievement, please like, share, and subscribe to Behind the Medal, where we explore the journeys that shape sporting history. This video contains AI-generated images. They are used only for creative illustration and may not represent the athlete's exact appearance.